Hey y'all, it's your girl Receipts with Real. Now, today I want to talk about the difference between celebrities and influencers. And I'm not going to spend too much time on Keith Lee because I'm sure y'all have saw 1,000 videos about Keith Lee already. But I want to talk about the difference between celebrity and influencers because this is what's got these influencers messed up. So as y'all know, the BET Awards was last night. Many wonderful guests came out. Taraji P Henson was the host. She did an amazing job. And her and Keith had a very, very awkward moment, to say the least. Keith Lee was sitting front row of the BET Awards, and she didn't know who he was. Keith Lee is a food reviewer, and everybody on TikTok loves him. So Taraji got him mixed up with somebody else, and when Taraji realized her mistake, she corrected it and she handed him a rose. That situation is something that could have been brushed off and we would have never heard about it tomorrow. The reason why everybody is still talking about it is because Keith Lee posted a video dropping the rose that she gave him. This man took out his phone or his camera and proceeded to drop the rose with a caption: "Our name will be known in every room that it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, with no confusion. God is amazing." He was being petty. He was in his feelings. The problem is a lot of influencers do not understand that they are not celebrities. You are in the presence of A-list celebrities. Taraji is an A-list celebrity. She is a 53-year-old woman, 53, who has been in the entertainment industry for over 30 years, won all type of awards. She wasn't trying to be funny when she said she don't know this man. There's a 20-year age gap between y'all, first of all. I mean, I don't know exactly. I'm not going to say exactly 20 years. Let's say closer to 15 years. But the point of the matter is that Taraji is not on TikTok like that, okay? When she was coming up and when she was becoming famous, social media wasn't how they became famous. I understand we live in a new day and age, and it's becoming a problem because I'm starting to see a trend of influencers and content creators thinking that they are celebrities. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all are valuable people. Y'all hold y'all weight. Y'all getting into doors that some celebrities could only imagine. Yeah, you heard me. There are content creators who are getting in bigger doors than actual celebrities. But that does not change the fact that an actor and an actress who is an Oscar award winner is not the same as somebody who creates content on TikTok. Y'all are in two different lanes. It doesn't make one better than the other one, but y'all are in two separate lanes. So it's possible that y'all would not know each other. Now I'm going to let y'all hear this little apology from Keith Lee before I move on and talk about the next content creator that's on my list, because y'all got it twisted and I'm about to clear it up today.
Last night was the BET Awards, and right now it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for one second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more.
I call BS. And I love Keith Lee. And I'm going to continue to love him even after this. But I'm not a fan of people insulting my intelligence. Keith Lee got upset and he got in his feelings. And it was disrespectful for him to pull out his camera and record himself dropping the rose that Taraji gave him. The only reason he deleted that video is because he was getting a lot of backlash. See, Keith Lee is not used to getting backlash. He is the people's champ. Everybody loves him. I just hope that this is a learning lesson for him. I hope he really learned a lot from this, because I'm not here to bash him. I'm just here to educate. If I was to go ask my mom right now who Keith Lee is, she don't know who Keith Lee is. She know who Taraji is. Now, moving along to our next influencer, Raymonte. Raymonte is a popular content creator on TikTok. Very funny guy, and he does a lot of things to make your day go better. That's the only way I could describe his content. He cracks jokes, but he also makes a habit of going into public places and complimenting people. But y'all, the way that he does it is very ghetto. And ain't nothing wrong with ghetto. I'm just telling y'all what it is. It's ghetto. Let's not make ghetto a bad thing, because I love me some ghetto content every now and then, okay? But where he lost me was forgetting that he was a content creator and not a A-list celebrity. So Raymonte got upset because apparently he wasn't invited to the Essence Fest, I believe it was. Whatever event it was that he wasn't invited to, he said that he hasn't been invited to a lot of events because he feels like they discriminate against him because they call him ghetto. And he said that's not fair. There's colorism going on because Cardi B is ghetto. Cardi B be gangbanging. Cardi B is loud and ghetto, and she's way more ratchet than me. And she gets invited everywhere. Excuse me? Excuse me? Are we talking about the Cardi B? The A-list celebrity? Again, we comparing apples and oranges here. And I know a lot of people don't like Cardi B. I get it. I understand. But again, no matter if you like her or not, she is an A-list celebrity. How does it even make sense that a content creator would think that he's supposed to be in the same rooms as her? What talent do you have, sir? This woman is being invited into rooms with fashion icons. When I say that woman is a fashion icon, the fashion designers are begging her to wear their clothes. So regardless if y'all think she can rap or not, we ain't even here to talk about all of that today. Outside of rap, Cardi is known for her fashion. It really just confused me when he came for her because it was so random. When I tell y'all it was so random, he could have used so many other people as an example. He wanted to prove a point about colorism, but him and Cardi are not that far off in color, for one. And for two, if he wanted to talk about that, he should have used other influencers as examples. Somebody he could have used was the guy named Landon. Who was the guy, y'all? I believe Landon is YT. He does similar content to Raymonte. That's who you should have been talking about, not Cardi B, not the Grammy Award winning artist. And I think the problem that we're having is when these influencers, they start hanging out with celebrities, right? They start getting in those rooms and start thinking that they are the actual celebrities. Raymonte has made a lot of friends in the industry. I recently saw him hanging with JT. And then after he came for Cardi B, you know, I saw Nicki gave him some free tickets to her show. So I don't know what that whole ploy was. If you ask me, I honestly think that because he's a barb, that was his way of getting attention from Nicki to just come for Cardi B. But I need the content creators to understand that y'all work is appreciated. We appreciate what y'all do. We value you. But a lot of times, the YouTube views, the TikTok views, Instagram, all of those views, they don't always convert to real life. There's other people who are not on social media who may not know who you are. And if you want to be known, you have to place yourself in those rooms. And I do see Raymonte doing that. I see him trying. But you're going to have to get in some movies or something outside of TikTok in order for you to be respected in other rooms. And that's all I can really say about that. I think we've kind of lost our way on, you know, what's reality versus internet. And sometimes the internet love doesn't translate to real life. So I think that Keith Lee learned a valuable lesson. I think Raymonte is learning a valuable lesson. What's that girl, E. Kane? I know y'all heard about E. Kane. A lot of them are learning valuable lessons. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know how you feel. And I'm out.